Yeah, I feel like my story was worse than everybody else's story, honestly, because I talk to people and I'm like, shit, you're up and walking 2 days later? Like, I was out. So I was competing at CMAT. I was doing greatsword. The physical thing that happened is my foot got stuck on a jump inside split. Internally, what happened is there was a lot of chaos in my life at that time. And so I can say for a fact my head wasn't 100% where it needed to be. So the compounding factors led to a torn ACL. So about a month later, I had ACL reconstruction, and they kind of cleaned up the gunk inside as well. And I used a cadaver's Achilles tendon to graft into my knee. As we all know, hamstrings are really important in wushu, so it was kind of like a no-brainer not to do the hamstring graft. I was in college and I took a medical leave because I really couldn't walk. It was pretty rough. I don't know why my situation was so bad. And maybe like 6 months later, I would go to practice and, you know, do like crane stances for an hour just to strengthen the little muscles, try a couple T-tway, you know, but nothing crazy. And because I was injured, I was a really serious competitor. Like, wushu was my entire life, quite literally. I was a sophomore in college at that point. I was like, well, fuck it, I can't train. You know, it's depressing. As a competitive athlete, not being able to train is really emotionally heavy. Well, fuck it, I'm out of here. I studied abroad in Beijing for a year. That sincerely was like the cause and effect. Broke my knee, out of here, studying abroad. A lot of stress at home, left everything behind. Had this amazing life experience, studied Mandarin at, you know, basically the Harvard of China, and then just eat all the food I wanted, make new friends. Couldn't really train, but I did what I could. Physically, I was probably safe, but I was still very nervous mentally. So once I came back from China, it was about a year and a half into recovery, timeline-wise. And then I was like, all right, well, you know, let's do it or not do it. So I went right back in and started training. And the biggest obstacle was the mental aspect. I dealt with a lot of fear around jumping and stuff, understandably so. Ironically, not doing jump inside split, like that was never, I was like, yeah, these are easy. It was a fluke that I heard it when I did. But like aerials, which are so simple, I remember having a really hard time in aerial again. Butterfly twists from that time on, even to this day, mentally are very difficult for me, which is a strange thing. So like I did a lot of like, I read a lot about like sports psychology and meditation and even hypnotism and stuff, like sports related hypnotism and reframing your thoughts and stuff. And so I was successful in getting over most of it, but it was still, you know, still a little bit in the background, you know.